Who the heck is Pep Talks?
I'm not gay, but I fantasize about Marco Rubio. Pep Talks. Pep Talks. Pep Talks. Let's eradicate the Kung Flu. I'm literally coming. Pep Talks. Pep Talks.
Who the heck is Pep Talk?
They want our women. They want our children.
Pep Talks.
Sometimes no means yes. Grab them by the
Pep Talk.
Grab them by the Marco Rubio. Obama is a racist.
Pep Talks.
I'm literally coming. I'm
Pep
literally coming.
Pep Talks.
We found weapons of mass
Pep Talks.
destruction. My fellow Americans, it has been confirmed today from Pep Talks that we are indeed all high on politics.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Wednesday edition of High on Politics, the I guess you could call this the This Space show now. Yeah, if you guys don't know, I'm going to be on This Space later, have a new primetime show. It's going to still be Pepaganda, but I think it's going to be a fun hang, especially for the inaugural show. I'll probably do like one little story here and then just kind of do some chatting, but yeah, it's going to be fun, but welcome. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys had a good day so far. I have, it was a day. Lots of errands. It was one of those ones where I forgot what day it was, so I was just like, shit. So, you know how that goes. You guys really do know how that goes, right? Where you're just like, okay, so today is Tuesday. It's like, no, it's Wednesday. Oh no, especially when you had some stuff planned already, zooming in to both streams before I go do a thing back shortly. Hell yeah, thank you, Pinkerbell. Appreciate everything you do here. Also, yes, hit that like button as you guys file on in here, especially if you're on the vertical stream. I hope you guys are ready to go. This is going to be a fun day. I should probably address this. Yeah, fuck it, I'll just get this out of the way. All right, so yesterday, obviously had a bit of a crash out. My crash out was, it was for something that was avoidable. And now I kind of realized that, yeah, it's kind of on me. I should have been more clear with like the rules and everything. So, you know what? We're all good though. So, apologies for my little bit of a crash out yesterday, but we move on. We will prevail. We live in a false flag ops reality TV. I mean, it's insane. It is insane. WWE scripted Jerry Springer's stage production in association with Joey Buttafuoco and Anna Nicole. Dude, I haven't heard Joey Buttafuoco. Like, whoa, I haven't heard that name in a proper long time. God, it's been at least a decade. Yeah, what the hell happened with Joey Buttafuoco? If you guys don't know who Joey Buttafuoco is, holy shit. Yeah, wasn't he... All right, so he was the one with oh my God, I forgot her name, but he was cheating on his wife, and then his mistress went to kill his wife. God, do I have that right, or yeah? Am I mixing up my stories here? But yeah, I have definitely not heard the name Joey Buttafuoco in a long time. Amy Fisher, that's what it was. Amy Fisher, yeah, because Amy Fisher showed up on some of those reality TV shows. That was like the last time I thought about like that entire story. I think it was Celebrity Rehab, if I'm not mistaken. Lorena Bobbitt. Well, Oh, that was it. It was the Lorena Bobbitt thing. So Joey Buttafuoco was the one that had his piece like removed, right? If you guys don't know the story, and I think I know this, so in the 90s there was this really famous story. And again, maybe I didn't know the names, but when I first heard about it, I was probably like third grade. But I remember it clearly because we were all talking about it. It's like, dude, did you hear about this guy, about the guy that had his dinghy, slice, choppy. Especially for us wrestling fans, choppy pee-pee was like already a thing at that point. So we were just like, hey, choppy pee-pee. If you know, you know. If you don't, I'm sorry. It is a weird wrestling thing that they did. It's all staged and made for TV. It feels that way, doesn't it? It really does. Like it does feel weird, and this is what we get for having a reality TV star as our president, the commander in chief. Yeah, this is where we're at. But I've been saying that politics is like pro wrestling for a long time. A long time. Playbook Halliburton script Dick Cheney. I mean, it does kind of seem like they're using like the same stuff, like the same tactics. It's just, a little pepper hat looks sick. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, I was in a hat mood. I don't know. Like hats, the hair is just kind of, I don't know. Wasn't feeling it. No, that's a separate case. Amy Fisher was with Buttafuoco and Lorraine Bobbitt cut off her. Okay, so that's what I thought. Thank you. Go chug yourself. I thought that it was two separate cases because I was like, wait a minute. No, there's no way. So yeah, Buttafuoco, that one was, because Amy Fisher showed up to the house. I'm pretty sure she shot the wife. And then, Elaine or Lorena Bobbitt, that one was just, choppy. God, the 90s. Yeah, you guys remember the good old days where like Tara Lipinski, kneecapped freaking Nancy Kerrigan, and that was like the biggest news that we had. Oh man, those were the days. Now we have literally, dude, the news cycle it's every freaking day. What day is it? Meta, that's the thing. Like, I think that's playing into it. Like, funny enough, to bring it back to me not knowing what day it is, it really does kind of, it's just so fucking wild. What the hell is going on here? Crap. Give me a second here. I'm gonna have to, I just realized that like my dentist office is calling me. I never get, you know how they send you a text? I never text back like to confirm, and I think that they're mad about that. So I should probably wait for this to go through. I'm obviously not going to answer this. And then I'm going to just send, yes, confirm. Self-care, people, self-care. She did it in the face. She did. So she walked up, so Amy Fisher walked up on Joey Buttafuoco's wife, and then she opened the door, and then she iced her, if you will. Oh my God, member berries aplenty. Seriously, let's just go through the 90s real quick. It's just like, you guys remember the 90s? You guys remember O.J. Simpson and all? You guys remember Lorena Bobbitt? You guys remember? Seriously, I brought up Nancy Kerrigan. God, that was even wilder. Like, can we just acknowledge like how crazy that was? And then she got a song. She got a freaking like a movie deal out of that crap. Hey, what's up, Cassandra? Good to see you. Trump is scum. Yes, he is. Welcome. I don't know how to read your name, so I'm just going to say my Russian, or I don't even know if that's Russian. So I'm gonna just say my Eastern European friend. Hello, welcome. MC Hammerpants. Dude, you guys remember Crisscross? When Crisscross was big? Like, dude, I remember like for a hot minute, when they were wearing their pants like, backwards. Me and my friends were doing that at school, and we thought we were like the shit. And like our teachers thought we were just doing it, to be funny, and they didn't understand that was the hot style at the time. God bless Donald Trump. See, I like how I get a Trump is scum. God bless Donald Trump. Plus your Eagles suck. That's just a fact. Haha. How's it feel to not be in the playoff sphere anymore? It's kind of funny. As a Bears fan, now I'm gonna do that thing where it's like, no, we're having a good season. I'm gonna call this the heart attack season because that last game was insane. All politicians suck. Yeah, boo, dirty birds. The dirty birds. You call them the dirty birds. Defending Super Bowl champs, doofus. I'm aware that you are the defending. Well, not defending anymore. You can't even defend it after that. Hey. Dude, trust me. I am joking. Like, this is a joke. I am a fan of one of the worst football teams. Well, they have been the worst. No, they're not bad. They're not worse than the Browns. At least we're not the Cleveland Browns. You know what? That should be a slogan for the Bears. It's like, the Bears. At least we're not the Browns. Didn't the Bears win the last few? Yes, yeah. No, we pulled it off. I hate when everybody does it. We did it. It's like, I am not on that team. I had nothing to do with it. Yeah, no, they pulled it off at the very last minute. That was a crazy game. If you guys didn't see, you don't even have to be into football to understand that was freaking crazy. Because yes, during halftime, I thought we were done. because it was like 21 to like 3. And I just thought we were cooked. And yes, the stars and everything aligned for the Bears to make a wonderful comeback. Oh, hey, look, you're in your spot finally. Dog. Everybody say hello to Stan. If you guys do not know Stan, he is a great co-host. You guys can always show him your appreciation by donating $2 to the stream, and he gets himself a little treat. He covered up the bald head. Hey, yes. I had a feeling that was coming. Yeah. Dude with long hair wears a fucking hat, and all of a sudden it's just like, look how bald you are. Although, it's funny. I obviously go to a comic shop, you know, nerd. Yeah, the guy that runs it, he has like a ponytail, and he's got like that huge bald spot. I'm just like, oh man, that's probably coming for me. Crap. But I don't have that. I don't got that. I'm pretty good. Look at that. We're almost hitting 40. I thought I would lose my hair. I'm not even kidding, because like my dad, he has thin ass hair. My mom, she actually has pretty thin hair. So, Mr. Pallid, why do you care? That's really, really weird. You need a haircut? Oh, thank you. Whoa, what is going on here? Why am I having a problem with stream? Here, hold on. Is that just YouTube? Yeah, it's just YouTube. Okay. Sorry, guys. If YouTube just buffered, just so you know, YouTube's been having issues like all day. So, yeah. Just make sure that you refresh your screen if that starts happening. I remember my mom literally screamed cheering when the Bears won. Really? Your mom's a Bears fan? It was, I mean, okay, so I understand like a lot of people had, they were against the Packers specifically because of like their fantasy teams. Somebody explained that to me. They were just like, yeah, the majority of people, they have, you know, players that are not on the Packers. So they hate the Packers this year. It's just like, how'd that work out? The buffering wheel of doom stop now. Yeah. I just, again, just giving you guys an update. Why are there so many people doing live streams nowadays? Why do people think anyone cares about what they have to say? It's getting ridiculous. Wow, look at you. You're Mr. Positivity over there. Well, I, for one, I'm going to just say, am one of the last professional broadcasters. I actually went to school to do this. Well, not this specifically, but I went to school to do radio, man. So I know how to do this. I also know how to do it in a professional capacity, even though, yeah, most of my stuff was learning how to do commercials, bumpers, voices, just production. Technically, I could run a show if I needed to. Yeah, it was fun. But also, it was what I would consider not the best way to spend my money. Because, yeah, freaking broadcasters. Hey, you know what? No chauvinism. What the hell? I know too many women in broadcasting that were way better than a lot of the dudes, so let's not do that. You definitely got the voices. Yeah, thank you. Again, I wanted to do that. That's also why, you know, I can put on the radio voice. Could you imagine if I did the entire show in my radio voice? You're listening to Pep Talks. Pep Talks on WPEP Radio. Alrighty, folks. Well, on the Morning Zoo, we got a little bit of fun coming up for you. We've got some protests, you know, all that Morning Zoo fun. You know, they got the air horns out there. Boo, boo, boo. All I do is win, 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 no matter what. I need to get that on a soundboard. I need it. I need to get a soundboard so bad. Seems like that would be exhausting. It could be. So, like, the way that I was trying to do it was I would be doing a 6-hour shift. And here's the secret that they don't want you to know about radio, is a lot of the bigger shows that you listen to were already pre-recorded, especially if they were, like, Morning Zoo type shit, where they did not have to talk about anything topical. Yeah, they would can it. They would give you, like, a breakdown on, like, when you needed to play what. And you would have a little light. At least the place I did work, they had like a little light board. It was easy. It made the job incredibly easy. And then this is gonna show how old I am. Then iPads became a thing, and then all of a sudden we could hook those up. It was crazy. I can't believe Piglet from Winnie the Pooh was in the files. Oh, dear, they're on to me, Pooh. I knew it. You've always been quite the deviant there, Piglet. And I always thought that it was Rabbit. Rabbit was the one who had the pew-pews in the carrot farm. I thought that he was always up to no good. Don't get me started on Tigger. Anyway, what's hilarious is, doesn't matter who's in office, we are so screwed. I mean, right now, the iPad came out, yeah. I was about to say, I'm like, this is gonna age me, because I'm not even kidding. The iPad, it was specifically the iPad, it was the year the iPad mini came out, because we were already, like, past that because we didn't have any equipment that could support an iPad. I'll never forget the first time we tried it. It blew out the sound, like the soundboard, and it was a major mistake on our part. Not my part. I didn't do it. That was the engineer. I have nothing. To this day, I'm still like, I didn't do it. You guys can't charge me for that one. All right. Good for the iPad. I support them coming out. Nice. Our phones didn't even have screens. No. Well, no, this was well before then. Oh, not well before then. Because, no, obviously this was after the iPad. So, what was this, 2008? About? Yeah, it was like 2008, 2009. Man. Good times. But, yeah, now everything is literally automated. I'd be shocked if I walked into a radio station now and saw that they didn't have everything on their computer. That's when the BlackBerry ruled. Yeah, that's when I had a BlackBerry. I loved my BlackBerry. I had I forgot what it was actually called, what the model was, but it was like one of the last ones, but it had like the little, it had a very, very functional mouse. Like, I loved that thing. It didn't have a touch screen. And I was fine with it. I miss the keyboard, man. If there's one thing that I miss, it's the keyboard from the BlackBerry. Man, that thing was great. You guys remember when they tried to do like a touchscreen phone that had like the tactile like keyboard in the screen? Oh God, that was awesome. That was awful. I almost said awesome. No, it was awful. It was one of the worst phones that I have ever had. And it was one of the shortest times I've ever had a phone because I was just like, it's almost unusable. I got an HTC after that, which wasn't much better. The BlackBerry Storm. Is that what it was? That sounds like the one that I had. But yeah, good times. Guys, look at me going down memory lane here. But yeah, to the one guy that was just like, oh yeah, why is everybody doing a podcast? Well, I'm doing it because I'm made for this, baby. I'm one of the few content creators in any of these spaces that has the confidence to know that this is what I was made to do. I just started late. That's my biggest regret, is starting this way. Like, I should have started this 5 years ago, but whatever. I'll admit, I was a little bit down on the, the streamers, and I was a little bit like, during COVID, I was just like, oh, after COVID's over, this is done. Streamers aren't going to even be a thing. I literally wasn't even alive. Oh my God. Dude. Oh, that made me feel freaking. Here, hold on. I need to take some Metamucil. I need to keep myself regular. Otherwise, I'm going to get all backed up. And then you don't even know the pain that comes with that. The Moto Razor. That thing was bitchin'. I never had a Moto Razor. My sister did. I loved the Moto Razor because it reminded me of the, the Matrix a little bit. I did have the Matrix phone, the one that, it was a Nokia that had the little, like, it would, like, flip, not even flip, it, like, had a switch up where it was weird. Like, you would get a call, right? And you would just hit, like, this little side thing, and it would just, like, flick up, and then it would show the rest of your phone. It was cool. ICE agents are gay. I mean, more than likely, it turns out that, a whole bunch of these Republican dudes end up having Grindr accounts, so I would not, I mean, statistically, it seems like they probably do. Yeah, they realized they were kind of the smart version of the banana phone. Ring, ring. Oh my God, banana phone. Banana phone. Hey, what up, my buddy Charles? I mean, kind of forcing that one with the name there. Those were cool, like Star Trek. Yeah. They were like the communicators, like, yeah. Come on, man. You gotta go back to the good old days of the phones, man. I've been thinking about it though, like going back to like a dumb phone, because I've been seeing that a lot of people are doing that, and honestly, it seems like I would have a much just better existence if I wasn't always, able to access all this news and all this stuff. I mean, yes, there's good things about it, but I think, man, like, obviously with the ICE stuff that's going on right now, very good. Like, it's really good that we are able to warn each other of that kind of stuff. Also, Rogan went mega viral with his takedown on ICE, even though I watched the full context, and I don't like the way that certain places, like Morning Joe is the most egregious one. We're going to check out that clip, because the way that they cut it, it was like, oh, hold on. There was context there, and trust me, you're going to have a bunch of right-wingers coming out and be like, he said more. Why? Why are we absolute scumbags there? What's your problem there, Paul? What did a Democrat do to you that made you all of a sudden just go, they're scum? Yes. Such scum for caring about, their fellow person, no matter what. It really does come down to like, oh my God, they have empathy. So they're so scummy, guys. Democrats are so scummy. The left is so scummy. Like, did you know that having empathy is like one of the worst things that you can do? That's crazy. They took her jobs. Yeah. I mean, you don't hear that one anymore. Because now it's like, well, hold on. What job? I always ask that when they were saying that. It's like, what job do you do that you've overvalued that apparently an immigrant can just have? I mean, just saying. I don't know. Please don't spam. Yeah, if you keep spamming, then I'll have to ban you. Which, we have clear-cut rules now on who gets banned and when. So, if you guys are looking to have a conversation, even if you're looking to troll a little bit, try and do it in a way that isn't, I don't know, like childish and completely ignorable. Facts lifts are the Diddy lovers. Wait. That's why they cried wolf? What are you even talking about? What? Caring about basic human rights and happiness is woke, apparently. Well, that's what, yeah, no, it is. It is. It's freaking insane how they have weaponized like empathy, where they're just like, hey, you know what you got? You got a case of that brain disease where you care about people. You need to not do that unless they're Republican people. Like, if you care too much about your fellow man, God damn it, we can't be having that. We need you to care about cops. Specifically, cops that do not have the authority to arrest you. You need to care about them. You need to care for these fine men out there putting their lives at risk. Like, Jesus Christ. Dear, don't worry, Lord Snooty. Your troubles won't be coming from conservatives. I mean, seems like they are. As much as I have fights with people that are, that lean commie, even though I don't even really fight them, yes, I'm a fucking leftist. So even if communism were to somehow have its day, I'd give it a shot. I've lived through late-stage capitalism. I'm going to just say this much. That you guys don't make a very good case to just keep it going because, yeah, it keeps failing a lot of people. This idea that you need to keep fighting for a system that has failed you and a lot of other people around you, I think that's the time when, the nerve to own a hockey jersey when you, when you are soft. Yes. To own a hockey jersey. Okay. Let's see. What's that mean? What's that mean there, fella? I got the PJs on today. Soft laugh too. Ha 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 ha. Or wait, my soft laugh. Ha 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 ha. What? You mad that a lefty plays hockey? Probably better than you too. Pep is anti-fascist? I mean, yes, just by definition, technically. Yes. Yeah, sure, Pep only owns it for fashion. Sure. Yes. That's exactly it. I only, the one with my fucking name on it. that's just I did that for fashion accessorizing, guys. That's funny. Shouldn't we all be Antifa? You would think so. I mean, no, that's my favorite thing. Like, somehow the cognitive dissonance that that had to already be there for these guys to hear the term anti-fascist and Antifa, and then they decided, you know what? Yeah, you know what? Maybe we should look into this a little bit. Nah. Immediately they were just like, Antifa, they're the bad guys. They wear all black, and they wear face masks, and they use heavy-handed tactics. I'm scared of Antifa. God. Meanwhile, you have these guys out there, like, if Antifa was doing what ICE is doing, you'd be freaking the fuck out. So it's almost like, yeah, fascism bad, but here we are. It's okay. Whatever, man. We got to live through all this shit. That's the biggest bitch of this, is we have to live through this. And now we're living in a time where you do have, Stephen Miller out there saying that they have absolute immunity, when every single judge in America went, that's not a thing. They're like, nobody has absolute immunity, especially in policing. Are you kidding me? The military doesn't have absolute immunity. So for this bald Nazi fuck to come out and just be like, absolute immunity, he has no idea what he's talking about. Thank you for the sub. I appreciate that, Wilbur. Here, let me do this. There we go. Nah, we've been in trouble. We've been to Cuba. It sucks. Everything is overpriced. You've been to Cuba? No shit. Am I defending Antifa? I'm defending anti-fascists, yes. I'm not defending what you consider Antifa. Because you guys, again, you saw a few clips of, you go back to the BLM protests is what you guys, or the BLM riots is what you call them, when in reality, dude, a Target burnt down. And it wasn't, or it was an AutoZone that burnt down and a Target that got looted. Woo! Oh my God. Be still my heart. Oh my God. Don't even look at the fact that they were there were definitely professional instigators in there. But, okay. It's totally fine. Beta boy. Is that all you guys got? Is beta, alpha, beta, zeta? I mean, really? Dude, get better insults, man. Work harder. Do a little bit better. You guys aren't, there's no humor there. There's nothing there. Okay, oh, beta, you got me. Whoa. Summer of love. My dad fought in World War II. He was Antifa. Well, that's what most people have come to terms with, is the fact that, yes, being anti-fascist is a good thing. You shouldn't be pro-fascism. And if you have been taught now, or if, your brain somehow, did a 180 and now you're just yeah, fascism-based, you might have a problem. Pretty sure you failed history, which, that doesn't surprise me. I mean, the fact that you guys can read sometimes genuinely surprises me. So-called alpha is becoming the most submissive omega-coded people the moment someone slightly more masculine talks to them. Oh, it's hilarious. No, they're all Aiden Ross sniffing Andrew Tate's taint. That's what they all are. Seriously, if Donald Trump, because Trump takes shits, just wherever he is. According to a bunch of people, he just poops his pants. And I have a feeling that a lot of you you'd be sitting there with a straw, just oh, let me get in there. I need some of that super alpha poop so I can get me some of that Trump juice. Ew. But that's you guys. It's disgusting. The worship, the bottom G. Yes, imagine justifying raping German children as the positive outcome because of the Holocaust, because you're literally circumcised missing a piece of yourself. Wait, what? Okay. So now you did the thing where now you're saying circumcision and all, okay. No, you guys got weird. Plain and simple. The conspiracy guys aren't even doing conspiracies anymore. Now they're just like, and like they're just saying Holocaust denial shit. It's literally what it is. What's disgusting is watching liberals fight to destroy the country. Well, okay. What are we fighting to destroy the country with? Like, you guys, you claim that this peacetime that we weren't experiencing, and like the, you know, low crime rates. I live in Chicago, and I'll tell you right now, our crime rates they really haven't been lower. You want to talk about feeling safe? This is the safest ironically, well, before ICE came into town. Now, when ICE is in town, it is legitimately like, oh my God, like you have to fear to go outside. That's kind of fucked up. Get some cope juice. Nobody's coping, dude. We have accepted that he's our president. You know what? We didn't do storm the Capitol pretending otherwise. You want to sit here pretending like you're somehow better at accepting facts? Dude, when he lost, you guys couldn't take that and then storm the fucking Capitol. But then he comes out and says, "Ooh, they were out there, you know what? Great people. The police instigated them." God, that piece that Jon Stewart did by using his own words against him, that's what's really going to take Trump down, is just his own words. And the fact that we have so much material. It's crazy. Evidence shows he didn't lose. What evidence? If evidence was true, if that was true, then the court cases, you know, the 60 plus court cases would have said otherwise. All those investigations would have said otherwise. The only thing you have is some guy named Mike Pillow fucking, did you know that they went the machines, they did it with the machines. Yeah. Also, so much evidence that Dominion won a lawsuit that would have shut Fox News down if they didn't settle. But yeah, okay, your facts seem to really be on point there, buddy. Okay. Thanks to Trump, stuff is more expensive. Thanks to tariffs. Oh, it's getting more expensive too. It's funny. Just went to the grocery store today. Eggs are back to over $2. Everything seems to be going up in price again. So yeah. You know, that little bit of reprieve that you might have been feeling. Pretty sure that's over. Okay, but you're still not changing the fact that your country sells it. What are you fucking talking about, dude? Get out of here. Fucking over you. Yeah, Holocaust denial. That's when you get banned. We're not even dealing with that. I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm apologizing. I'm already engaging with a bunch of people who also claim that I'm such a beta that it's like, oh, you ban everybody. Dude, I literally, like, I chastised my mods to the point where, like, I was screaming at them on stream. to kind of, like, you know, calm down on you guys. So, just gotta say. Trump has the border secured. No, see, that's the thing. How does he have the border secured and then there's still drugs coming through? How'd that work? I don't understand that. I don't understand how we need to stop all these drugs coming through when he already locked the border down. It's almost like this oxymoron shit is eventually going to hit you in the face. For real, man. Keep schooling these sheep. Thank you. I appreciate the $1.99. $1.99 is close enough to the $2 to get my good old boy down here a little treat. God, I'm going to actually have to start calling him that soon. You are. You're not a senior yet. But he's getting there. There you go. Our borders are the same that they were 20 years ago. The thing is, you've never, like, it's not like you went down to the border to check. Like, that's another thing that I'm absolutely just, like, kind of floored by, is how much these people claim to, like, care about the border stuff. Hey, my buddy Charles got banned finally. Man. That's how you know you done fucked up. Is when you start really pissing off, like, my mods, who are pretty lenient. Democrats don't care about the borders. That's not true. If that were true, then why was Obama the deporter-in-chief? You guys never have a consistent argument. This is what's pathetic. You latch onto one thing, and this is where I do think a lot of you are bots, because it's like, Too many times have I run into somebody where this is the only thing you guys want to argue, and then you have no answers. No answers past whatever the fuck you just want to go throw out there. But, okay. Yeah, hi, Stan. Everybody say hi. Lone Wolf and Cub. Hey, that's a great freaking book. Trump has the border super secure, more secure than it's ever been. The cope is unreal. Again, if the border is so secure, then why are we still worried about the drugs? Charles, if you like hanging in here, don't spam. Yep. Plain and simple. Kamala literally ran on having a stronger border than Trump. Yes. That was kind of the thing, man. Like, they did try to do the whole border bill, but he was just like, I can't have that. That's politically good for them. It's the same way that if the economy actually does improve, then that's politically bad for the Democrats. You see how that works? That's why they're so quiet right now. It's because they're a little worried that if the housing market does shift by November, then they're going to have to contend with that. It's almost like they might have to do something. Fucking ridiculous. Honestly, I'm more mad about that. Right now, I am more mad at Democrats for not doing shit. They're not doing shit. They're not fighting at all. They're not going out here doing anything past some fucking, we gotta thumb our nose at these people. Seriously. Push back a little bit. Even the fucking mayor of fucking Minnesota or Minneapolis is just like, well, you know, I need to get the fuck out of here. Ooh, I used a naughty word. Look, I used a naughty word. But is he doing anything with the police to maybe, I don't know, protect the citizens? Is he doing anything to put police in between the citizenry and the fucking federal government? No! That's where I'm getting a little fucking tired of it. And I'm getting tired on being sold that it's like they're somehow the ones fighting for us. They're not. It's fucking ridiculous, man. I can't stand the fact that, again, like they constantly do this shit too. Well, we condemn everything that ICE is doing and Trump is doing, and we're going to focus on the Epstein stuff, even though we're not even going to focus on that. Like, they've really made a great case for the fact that it's like they've only released 0.6% of the Epstein files that Trump signed into fucking law. Like, and this is the bottom line, if we start going down the path where ICE has absolute immunity, Trump could sign laws that don't matter and cannot be enforced, you know, by his Department of Justice against his Department of Justice. If the FBI can be the one investigating themselves or the federal government, like, these are what we call like living in Russia. This is like what living in a fascist dictatorship is. Like, I have lived long enough to be part of a country that we used to do the pedestal shit where it's like, you know what? Russia's bad, but at least we don't do that to our citizens. You know what? Russia's bad, but at least we don't do that. You know, China's bad, but at least we don't do that. Not anymore. Now, we're literally just as bad. That's the part that sucks the worst, and honestly, that should have some of y'all feeling a little fucked up, is the fact that we can no longer claim to be better. That's why when he came out and said, oh, you know what, we're gonna go and we're gonna save Iran. I am appalled at what they're doing to their protesters. They're shooting the protesters. It's like, do you have a sense of fucking irony in the slightest? I don't think he does. That's why I genuinely think that Trump is losing his mind. I know that you guys in MAGA did not see the clip of him being asked about the $2,000 tariff checks or the stimulus checks. He legit said, who said that? When did I say that? I didn't say $2,000 stimulus checks. I don't know. What are you talking about? Come on, man. This is what I really don't like, is the fact that too many people are so sycophantic for Trump and just hating on the Democrats that they don't live in an objective reality. Like, there is no center to them. Half of them claim to be independents when it's like, no, you're just MAGA. Like, if you're still fighting for MAGA and you don't have a negative opinion about anything right wing, then I'm going to question whether or not you're actually a fucking serious person. You can't say a thing about his mental state because of Joe. Nobody said Joe Biden was not on my end. The left was totally calling Joe Biden out in 2019. That's why we didn't want him elected. I wanted Bernie. He was a lot sharper. Honestly, And then when he got elected, I was worried about that, where I was just like, I don't know, man. Like, a lot of the stuff that they keep telling us where it's just like, yeah, that's a stutter. I'm like, I know the difference between a stammer and a stutter and just, I don't know, being old. Like, I've dealt with that, man. I've had old people in my life that were a lot like that. You know, my grandpa was a lot like that. My grandpa was the greatest dude, World War II vet. But near the end of his life, he was slipping a little bit, just a little bit. They've been brainwashed by Fox News. It's not even just Fox News. It's literally the right-wing echo chamber. Benny Johnson's he has just as much to do with this than Fox News. Like, that's why I kind of find it funny that, like, the right-wing Civil War, you know how quickly that ended? Because there was definitely like a behind-the-scenes type of truce. Candace Owens, not just with Erica Kirk, I'm pretty sure she talked to Tucker Carlson and a few other of these people, and they're just like, hey, can you not? Because you're kind of fucking this up for us. Except for Ben Shapiro. Ben Shapiro is just like, No, see, again, you guys are in here and you're just like, you ride for Waltz, you love this person. Dude, you, number one, if you were genuinely curious about what my positions are, you'd ask. You wouldn't just be a fucking tool douchebag in fucking chat going, you already like this. Fuck you, you don't know me. And you didn't even try to get to know me. If this is how you are in real life, don't be surprised when people ignore you. Seriously. That's the thing that I genuinely do think about right-wingers, that, like, if you take this approach in real life and then wonder why nobody wants to talk to you, and then simultaneously blame the world for sucking, no, you're the problem. You're the fucking problem. I left Alabama last year. Joe Mack, best choice I ever made. Nice. Pete, you're literally talking to yourself there. Yeah. Yeah, he is. That's how leftists act, you guys. Again, this whole broad thing. Like, I don't know why I can do this, but I know people who are on the right who do not think like you. They're not brain broken like you. Like, they can see what happened in Minnesota, and they can defer and go, yeah, you know what? I voted for Trump. I like, XY policy, but I don't like this. I think that he's really, he's pushing it here. You got a bunch of veterans that are coming out that voted for Trump saying that same type of shit, where they're just like, I voted for Trump, but he's making this less safe for us. And then you got cops. Cops are the big one that they're coming out and saying, I voted for Trump, but god damn it, if he keeps up with this ICE shit, we're going to have a problem. Why didn't Biden release the files? Because it was still under investigation, and Ghislaine Maxwell was still in court at that point. Also, the FBI, they claimed that they didn't have a lot of that shit, so it's weird. It is weird. It's almost weird where instead of releasing the thing that they totally fucking had, because otherwise I don't think Trump would have signed that fucking law, because you lost that one. You do understand that, right? When Trump decided to sign that into law, you guys don't have the argument that they weren't even a thing. Also, the redactions are laughable. Like, fucking laughable. President Hussein after 9/11? What? Did you hit your head, like, on your way to come and type that? Because that seems like you fell down the stairs and you just kind of mixed up a whole bunch of shit. Like, that's crazy. So where did the 20 million votes come from? What 20 million votes are you talking about? Oh, are you still on that 2020 thing? Oh my god. Again, if they had all this proof, they could have brought it to all these Trump judges who decided to rule against them. Again, don't look at evidence. Don't look at fact-based evidence, or like at any of that, because there is no fact-based evidence with you. It's all a conspiracy on the left to fuck over Daddy Trump. It's all the bad people. It's all the people that we don't agree with. They're the ones who do all this stuff that makes absolutely, again, your own conspiracies don't even make sense, bro. That's the problem. Which, this is what happens when you have a complete dumbass in fucking office, and that, like, this is what you guys are parroting. You guys are parroting someone who has a very low IQ. Legitimately. Trump has a low IQ. You know how I know? He calls everybody else low IQ. He constantly is projecting everything about himself when he opens his mouth. there's fraud. Yeah, he's committing fraud. Trust me. But again, somehow he is the arbiter of all things great. He's, you know what? He's just such a good person. I love to debate you. Well, get in line. ICE modern day Gestapo. Yep, they are. They literally are. And the thing is, when you have the majority of Americans now, now coming out and saying that they do not support ICE, when ICE had a 60% approval rating before Kristi Noem. I hope you understand that. All they had to do was keep doing what they were doing. And they could have done it on the DL. You guys want to know why nobody protested Obama? It's because they did it on the DL. That's why. For 8 years, they did it on the DL. The only thing that we got was the camps. You know, oh, we got the kids in cages thing, and that's what got us. We were just all like, oh, Jesus Christ, they deported how many people? And they did this thing where like and then Trump came in and was just like, you know what? Kids in cages, let's one up them. Let's take them away from their parents. Because that was the one thing that Obama didn't even do, was he made sure that they were all processed together at least. But okay, I'm not even trying to stand up for that. This is a devil's advocate position because I don't like that. I think that he was too ham-fisted with the fucking immigration. But again, you guys don't believe it. You guys simultaneously want to bring up that he was the deporter in chief, but also simultaneously he had an open border. Which one was it? Which one was it? This open border shit. You know, it's weird. I live in Chicago. I didn't see this mass wave. Even as a sanctuary city, I didn't see this mass wave of Mexicans that just came and ruined our economy and took all our jobs and pushed. You know what? I didn't lose anything. So... What exactly were you doing that an immigrant who's untrained can come in and take exactly what you have? Trump's rating is not above 45. It's not 45%. No, his approval rating in the country right now is still under 39%. It ticked up a little bit because he started making some moves with the economy, it was right after he made the announcement about like the gas prices, and then he was talking about specifically how he was going to go and ban the private equity firms from buying up houses, which objectively is a good thing. I'm for that. Does that mean I'm a Trump fan? No, but I can admit when Trump did something good, that's a good fucking policy. If he actually does it, that's a great policy. If he caps the credit cards, that's a good policy. However, there is a downside to that. So I was talking to my buddy. He's not an economist, but he's an accountant. And he was just telling me how technically this is not great if he does that to the credit card companies, because then there's no incentive to lend. So it's the same thing with Jerome Powell. Like, he keeps talking about, I want the interest rates to be lower. And the only reason he wants the interest rates to be lower, it has nothing to do with political expediency. It's for him and his friends, because then they could buy everything up on the cheap. You do understand that these guys are in a massive amount of debt, too. Like, even for being billionaires. Mr. Beast just came out and said how he has, like, his net worth is billions, but technically he doesn't even have, like, a penny to his name. It's like, that's crazy, but also how things tend to work in this country. What's in Detroit that there's 5,000 jobs for car mechanics at Ford? Go get a job then. Again, like, if all of these jobs are coming back, I don't understand where like these people are so, ICE based. ICE is pretty easy to join, dude. Why aren't you there? Why are you in my chat instead of joining ICE, going and helping getting the criminal element out? Why are you still here? 43.8% approval rate rating as of yesterday. Which poll said that? Because I'll tell you right now. Let's see. Ipsos polls Trump. Latest polls. What the fuck? Why is this? Oh, it goes back to December. Hold on. Times latest poll. okay, never mind. Just 1 in 5 Americans support Trump's efforts to acquire Greenland. 1 in 5 Americans support U.S. That's the only poll I'm finding right now. Because, yeah, you need an aggregate poll. You can't just, like, if you're going to just take, like, Rasmussen and just be like, the Rasmussen poll said X. It's like, that's not how this works. You got to at least take the aggregate. I'll admit, if his approvals are going up, fine. That doesn't mean that... Also, I'm going to just say this much. 43%, still not great. Like, that's not something I would go out and be like, woo, polls are bullshit. Yeah, for the most part. They're good. They're good at kind of giving an idea of what the American people are thinking, but realistically, until they really take like the way that they do this, because most of it's still landline, so they're asking a bunch of the oldest people in our freaking country. Those are the only people that have landlines anymore, or people that have like an office. Debating solves nothing. That's totally wrong. I just watched, I forgot who did it, but there was this video where he's like, debate solves nothing. Like the same thing. No, it gets people out there to maybe start thinking of things differently. No, modern debate does not work. The way that, like, online debate, I should say. The way that, like, Parker does it and, like, all those guys, it does nothing. It literally does nothing. That's out there. It's mental masturbation. That's all it is. When I debate, number one, I'm genuinely curious about why my opponent came to the position that they're at. I will only debate somebody that is intellectually honest. I will never debate somebody that has already made up their mind and then they want to debate that point. Fuck you. Like, seriously, fuck you. I have no interest in that. At all. If you cannot change your mind, then you're already fucked. Plain and simple. Go Chicago Bears? Hell yeah. You're a liberal? No, I'm not. I'm not a fucking liberal. I'm a leftist, but I'm not a liberal. Learn your political compass, man. You're the only one who sounds like a fucking moron when you come in here saying, yeah, you liberal, you're just a libtard. It's like, no, at least get it right. I'm a fucking leftist. I'm more left than your fucking general. No, and I'm not a commie either. No, I understand where I fall on the political spectrum. Where do you fall? Are you a fascist supporter? Do you just call yourself a fascist supporter now? Is that what it is? So what? At least he has his mom. My mom's dead, you dumb fuck. My mom died unexpectedly last year. So, no, I don't. But if you want to make fun of that, be my guest, man. Let's show these people in chat just how good of an awesome person you are that they can get behind. This is my favorite thing, is always finding the worst person in chat and then making other people in chat own that shit. Because if you genuinely want this person in your movement and you defend what he says, then guess what? You're just as bad as him, which that's great. It's the same people that make fun of my wife's cancer. It's the same people that make fun of my mom dying or any of that shit. I'm sorry for your loss. Losing mom is hard. Yeah, I was very close to my mom too. You say leftist. Wait, shit. You think private property should be a thing? Yes. That's why the far left doesn't exactly like me. I have had multiple arguments with people from whether they're PSL or from their actual communists. I have had arguments with them. I don't believe that that's necessarily the way to go with this stuff, especially in the current system that we have. There is no flipping this light switch off, flipping it back on, and then having an entirely different thing. That's not how this works. I literally I'm at that point in my life where I'm about to hit 40, right? So I'm at this point where I'm like, all right, I only got maybe 30 years, 40 years, maybe, if I'm lucky. I would like to see us make a actual pivot towards some really good social programs. If I, in my lifetime, could see Medicaid, specifically the medicine, Medicare for all. Like, that is something that I would love to see, because I do not think that we should have a whole bunch of, like, we shouldn't just have these insurance companies fucking us the way that they are. That's your wildest. Yeah. Yes. This is what happens when you have your own money. You can do whatever the fuck you want. Like, yeah. I'm one of those guys that, you know, grew up and then just bought a whole bunch of shit that, you know, I couldn't afford when I was a kid. That's what I did. You know, Warhammer is expensive. The definition of liberal, everyone is equal. That's not the definition of liberal, but okay. That's not how that works. Because Obama did a bang-up job. He did fine. With the ACA, that was a move in the right direction. You do understand that there has to be gradual moves, right? So the ACA made it so people who had pre-existing conditions and anybody that was under the age of 26 could stay on their parents' insurance. People who were under the age of 26 were either in college and they were like kind of starting their lives. So that was just a good thing. That gave them a leg up in life. Was it a perfect, you know, fix? Fuck no. No, and it did fuck with the markets, and it did increase premiums on other things. And, you know, the whole you can keep your doctor thing, that was a blatant lie. Plain and simple. But it was a move in the right direction. The problem is, you guys think of politics so like, you guys literally think of it like the way that my friends, like me and my friends thought about pro wrestling when we were growing up. Like, when I was a Macho Man fan, like, that's how you guys support your favorite politician, which is disgusting. It is. Like, I'm not, have you heard me just like sit here and go to bat for any politician? Like, just no questions asked? Or did I have a nuanced take on it and say, yeah, you know what? He did this that was good. He did this that was bad. I really didn't appreciate that. Or are you just fucking assholes that, again, you need to project your shit where you're just like, Obama was awful. He did stuff. I don't know what, but he did stuff like this one. Oh, Michelle Obama for prison. For what? For what? Seriously, and if you're going to say fraud, then you need to go look at Trump fraud. Trump's fraud is well documented. But then you have, you need Obama's to do the fraud. That's your problem. You need to make up a whole bunch of shit that's not even fucking real and does not have anything to do with anything anymore. Guess who's not the fucking president? Obama. That is behind us. We are 2 fucking presidencies removed from Obama. We are almost a full 10 years removed from Obama. Get the fuck over it. Seriously. How fucking gay can you be? This made me spit. Sitting here insulting you. Rashing out, you fucking assholes. All politicians are crooked? Yes. Stop vaping. Stop worrying about me. I thought you didn't like me, so don't you want me to die sooner? Isn't that how that works? Thank you for the $5.
$4.36, $5. Thought on the Medicaid: if you make it free or even if it's super dirt cheap, then you're going to get really shitty health care.
No, that's not true. That's not true. That's not true. I've experienced the national healthcare system in 3 different countries now. It's not true at all. I had better healthcare in fucking Mexico. Now, was the hospital like this primo hospital that looked like a frickin', you know, a rich person's house? No. But I got some fucking great healthcare for free. I also got some great healthcare in Toronto for free. I got some great healthcare in France for free. Quit lying about being a disgusting bot. Who? Oh, Mac. Yeah. Why do you vape? It screws up your lungs? Because I'm a fucking free human being. Why do you care? This is America. It's my decision to do what's unhealthy for me. You do understand that. So if you guys want, like, what is with these motherfuckers that are on the right that want to police how people act? You do understand how fucking wild that is. And then you guys are out here saying how wild the fucking left is for what? For what? For what? You guys want to police everything. You want to police who people can love. You want to police what I can smoke. You want to police where I can go, what I can say. What in the fuck makes you guys the arbiters of freedom then? How? How are you patriots? How are you Americans? That doesn't seem to make a lot of fucking sense when all you care about is telling other people what they can and cannot fucking do. It's insane. You are not for freedom. You are assholes who want to control everything, whether it's women's bodies, because women usually, they kind of like having control of themselves, right? Right? Well, we get it. We get it. Crashing out. Oh, if you think this is crashing out, fucking A, man. This is just me having fun. No, I'm calling you guys out on being inconsistent douchebags. Like, it's insane. Like, if you genuinely cared about freedom, then you would not even care about this stuff. You would just think, you know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. I'm gonna just live and let live. Let my neighbor make these decisions, and if they fail, then I can point and laugh at them. The funniest part is the opposite has happened. It's most of these right-wingers who voted for all this shit that they thought they were going to get, specifically the tax. Like, my favorite one are the people who do not live in, like, they don't make the money that is needed to benefit from the new tax codes. That's hilarious. Like, it's always funny to me when people are out there fighting for people who will fuck them over immediately. They don't have any policy. The only time I hear policy from you guys is, I like what he's doing with the illegals. That's not a policy, really. It really isn't. What's the policy that you are very, very, like, jazzed up on where you're like, yeah, this is going to change the country for the better? Welfare has been dealt with. No, it hasn't. That's not true in the slightest. Charles, you're a fucking asshole. And honestly, I might ban you myself. You've pissed off my mods enough. And, like, I'm all for engagement, Charles, but you're taking advantage of that. Like the stream. Yeah, guys, if you don't agree with me even, like the stream so the stream can gain some traction so you guys have a place to come and get your stuff out. You're too emotional? Okay. Says the people that came into a chat to argue their politics. What emotion brought you here? Was it insecurity? Like, usually people that are secure do not need to go to another, like, YouTuber's chat to prove how popular their ideas are. Just gonna say. You are power hungry? How am I power hungry when I'm explaining how you guys are the ones taking freedoms? How is that not you guys being completely power hungry? Like, that's what? Talk about Tim Waltz. I'm not a fan of Tim Waltz. And if you say it one more time, I'm going to ban you from chat because you're spamming. I thought Tim Waltz was a numbnut. You know, when he came out and said, yeah, you know, I'm just a bit of a knucklehead. Yeah, fuck you. That's not what we needed. He's a nice guy. Like, that's the thing. Tim Waltz seems like a genuinely nice person, but not a very great politician. He honestly had some great policies, but all you guys care about is Tampon Tim. That's all you know about the guy. You know nothing about what he actually did for the people of his constituency. You don't know anything about that shit, and you don't care. You genuinely don't care about anything good that some of these politicians have done, like Obama. You guys sit here shitting on the ACA without recognizing some of the good shit that came from it. Was it perfect? No. But then you guys do this thing where it's like, blanket bad. It's blanket bad. No, it's fucking not. And the world does not work in black and white like that, even though you think it does. Just because you want it to be all white does not mean that the world's not fucking gray, you assholes. You do understand that most people aren't as hateful and as cunty as you. That's just how it goes. But here you guys are. You think you're very, very convinced that Trump is way more popular than he actually is, which good luck with that one. You can't name a policy that you're really jazzed about. And then on top of it, you're constantly fighting to take freedoms away from people. Am I gonna cry now? Guys, I'm gonna cry. You can whine about a lemonade stand at the corner of the street. I mean, that's what I would say, that you guys do that already because you're just like, oh, that's gonna bring my property value down. Jazzed about Venezuela. I mean, sure, you actually care about Venezuela. I don't think that you genuinely care about anything. That's how this works. Like, this is what happens with you guys. You guys don't give a shit about anything, therefore you have no consistent values. Like, it's sad. What's up, Alirda? Good to see you. Welcome. Welcome. Yeah, we're really we're having fun today. The only reason this channel exists is because the Democratic Party is at the end of the rope. What? The only reason this channel exists is because I wanted to talk some politics and do it in a way that is accessible to some people, because I don't think like a bunch of the other fucking people in these spaces, left or right. I try to do this as, like, even though I lean left, I try to report on this with some nuance. Like I said, I can admit when things are good, I can admit when things are bad. Do you care about the election integrity? Yes. I actually do care about election integrity. That's why I care about what Trump did by trying to have his billionaire buddy buy up Dominion, and the fact that he's trying to rig the elections. Like, are you fucking kidding me? But yes. Tell me more about election integrity. Da Bears. I appreciate that. Yes, da Bears. Go Bears. And man, let's hope that do we play the Rams? Hey, anybody in chat, do you guys know if the Bears are playing, or who the Bears are playing? Are we playing San Francisco or the Rams? 2020 was the only rigged election. Prove it. The onus is on you to prove it. That's the problem. I don't see a lot of people proving this shit. They play the Rams. Fuck! God damn it! I really was hoping for the fucking 49ers. Damn it! Well. All right, now you want to see a crash out. You're about to see one, because, god damn it, we're not going to fucking win. Fuck. All right, you think football might be rigged? Well, I mean, I don't know. It was funny, because I was watching that game with one of my friends who's a Packers fan, and she kept saying, she's like, they didn't stop the clock. They didn't stop the clock. They kept running the ball. The play was stopped dead. Why are they still running the clock? It's funny. My Raiders ain't in it, then I know nothing of football, don't care about the playoffs. Really? See, that's the only time that I, like, genuinely start caring about football, even if my team's not in it, because, I don't know, I like the playoffs. Playoffs are fun. Why am I such a simp? Who am I simping for? The only simps I see here are people that simp for Trump. Like, you guys literally are the biggest simps for Trump. You can try to throw that insult at me. The only ones here defending somebody's honor is you. You're the ones that feel the need to defend a billionaire pedophile protector. You're the only ones here that feel the constant need to defend Trump in general. It's kind of funny. What up, Matt? Hey, wait a minute. I don't want to... what's up, Matt? Hope you're doing well. I do not laugh like... I can't even do a proper Pee Wee Herman. Come on. At least, if you're going to make fun of my laugh, get somebody that I actually sound like. Come on, man. They don't know what they're fighting for. That's what I mean. Like, a lot of these people, mobile at the moment. Nice. Wait. So when you're mobile... I was about to say, because did you notice your name? your name is listed there. Just gonna, yeah. I'm not sure if you knew that. Oh, but windmills are killing the whales, right, dummy? I didn't say that. I didn't say windmills are killing the whales. That dude, when he came out and he was just like, they're killing the birds. All these birds. There's just so many. It's like, wait. Wait a minute. Also, did you see that, like, in China, they started spray painting the edges of their windmills black, and all of a sudden, it just, yeah, bird deaths started going down because they were like, oh, there was a reflection on, oh, it's a black reflective paint. My bad. This dude's heart pumps peanut butter? What? Okay. Actually pretty healthy. Hep is Canadian in the same way I'm French. Wait a minute. I mean, I've been made an honorary Canadian. I don't know. Fraud is fraud. The amount non-maintenance to those windmills is sickening. What are you talking about, dude? Like, I live not too far from, like, windmill, like a wind farm. Well, when I say not too far, I have, I'm not too far from Indiana. Let's put it that way. A few hours, but still. And it looks like they're always doing maintenance on those things. Every time that I have driven through Indiana, I can tell you right now that I have driven next to a truck that is hauling a giant-ass fucking windmill. Lyndon B. Johnson wasn't exactly a good guy, but he signed the Civil Rights Act. Yeah. This is why I say I don't stand politicians. I will look at the facts of what they did and then make my decision on whether what they did was great or not. Doesn't mean the person was. Like, I hate people that want to live in a fucking, like, as serfs. Like, you guys just want to constantly be in a serfdom. Like, why? What is with you fucking, like, what is with anybody that is gonna sit here and just stand up for the rich class that doesn't give a fuck about you? You stand up for rich people that don't give a fuck about you. Like, why? Maybe stop being class traders for 10 minutes. Stop listening to all this fucking bubble bullshit for just a half second and then have a real conversation. But I don't think that's ever going to happen with you guys. You know, this is the closest you get to it. Like, look at how you treat somebody that has an opposing view just with the way that you guys come in here. Like, look at that. It's not like you genuinely care at all. Do bears shit in the woods? Polar bears don't. You know what? That's true. Get off my high horse. Well, I'm sorry, but my horse is well fed and, you know, well bred. So ICE has to call cops for any arrests other than immigration issues. I mean, it seems like that's what's happening, like, more and more. The cops, what they'll do is they will detain somebody and then they won't even press charges, so they don't need to call the cops. What they've been doing is they've been detaining people for up to 7 hours because it's right at the cusp of the 8-hour mark. Yeah. We came to see Pep on a soapbox. Hey, well, cool. Dude, what has Tim Walz done? Tim Walz has done some pretty good shit. He legalized marijuana for his state, which has brought in a lot of tax revenue. I mean, it's the same as J.B. Pritzker here. That was just an objectively good policy. He instituted some protections for, you know, what do you call them? I'm trying to be nice here. God, why am I having a hard time fucking articulating it? Like, autism. Like, he made sure that, like, people with mental illness or just in general, like, could get care. I thought that was pretty good. The tampon Tim White thing is what? What? He made it so tampons can be put into men's bathrooms for some reason? Like, who cares? Is your whole thing that you think that trans men shouldn't exist? I bet that you've met a trans dude and didn't even know. Like, that's crazy. Also, in general, why are you so afraid of tampons? That tells me something. That tells me that you've never bought one for your, like, or bought tampons for your wife or, you know, for anybody. So that tells me that you've never actually interacted with a woman long term. Cool. Keep proving what we already thought about you. So, just gonna say, it's really weird. Like, the way that you guys hyperfixate on periods and, like, tampons is genuinely fucking, like, weird. To use this, the argument or the phrase that he was, coining during that election year. I'm gonna dress as a tampon for Halloween. Oh man, that'll make so many dudes, like, so uncomfortable. Men don't have periods. Again, trans men do. That's how that works, you know? And this is where you start getting hyperfixated on genitalia, and this is where you guys are fucking weird. You guys, again, back to your policing. You guys want to police what's in people's pants. You guys are fucking weird. The fact that you guys hyperfixate on what other people do so consistently is fucking weird. Get lives. Seriously.